we all want new things.
Yes.
We want new phones, new cars, new clothes, new house, new this,
That
new
is
that.
okay. But you also,
Everything new,
you also have need new knowledge.
but we don't want new guidance.
They want, but slowly. I wanted it. I said, why? Why is the meaning? What is it?
But it also, in a way, gets lost because, like, if you see the teachings of Buddha, which is like stripping away yourself from materialism and craving and desire, you see now, Cha.
Yeah.
When you say want a new teacher, isn't that a craving and a desire?
Craving and desire for what? He didn't say, don't crave for knowledge. Don't crave
Yeah,
for...
but it can be
Don't
so...
crave for power, for possession.
But it can get so misconstrued with just craving in general.
We must crave for new knowledge. Not for possession, not for power, and not for material things.
Achha, a new phone is new knowledge. Isn't that a new phone is new knowledge?
Yeah.
Isn't that materialistic?
Yes.
Isn't that materialistic?
It is part of new knowledge.
Yeah, but
We accept it.
doesn't that become materialistic? Isn't that
No.
contradiction?
That is with regards to information system. The other thing about the spiritual one, the phone can give you spiritual knowledge.
I mean, it can assist.
Hmm?
It can assist. It can make us find out the Baha'i faith.
Still, it is only a tool of information.
Yeah, but you see how it's contradicting unto
The
itself.
information is the important thing, not the tool.
Yeah, but see how it can be contradicting.
It's not contradicting. What is contradicting?
How would I search for the Baha'i faith if I don't have internet or the phone or exposed to the
You
truth?
see, that's correct. There's an instrument you're searching for. What are you searching for? That is important.
Yeah, but we have to get the phone first, right?
Yes.
Which is a craving, right?
No, you're not craving.
It's a desire.
This is a need of this age. It's not a crave to have a phone. It is an instrument of communication for this age. You're not craving for it like, you want to crave power, possession and all that. This is just, it's not like, oh, you need $1 million to get a phone. No. Anybody can own a phone. But what is its primary purpose? Communication.
To be exposed to truth.
Yes.
But I feel it's still a contradiction if because with a phone comes all of the other things.
Yes. Information.
Yeah, so isn't it
That's why
also-
you need the new knowledge so that you know how to use the right information.
But by that time it will be too late.
No, won't be late.
How can it not be too late already? You already have a phone and then therefore you want another new phone. Because you already used
Not
to
new
having a
phone.
phone.
You know this is a phone. It is a vehicle for information and communication. So, what you have to do now is use that phone to the best of your ability
I know.
for the
Cha.
right thing.
Okay. I'm understanding the desire and craving here. When Buddha said,
There is no craving for the phone. Can you see? Just like when the bicycle was invented, you bought a bicycle. It's not a crave. You just want to improve transportation and movement.
but okay, if you have a bike, now you have new knowledge, and then I'm looking at you riding a
knowledge.
bike.
No, new knowledge grows in technology. New knowledge also grows in spirituality. You have to balance it properly. I'm not telling don't use the phone. The phone is there. You have advanced, you have acquired new knowledge. But you also have to move spiritually to match it.
Oh,
Yeah. You see, this is so versatile. Anything you can see here.
right.
What will moderate you and protect you? Spiritual knowledge.
But how you going to advance in spiritual knowledge without the tool? I
No,
think it's like a...
use the phone for both.
Yeah, but it to me it's like which one first now?
No.
Which one first? No, okay, see, okay, let me like explain this properly. Which one first?
First or second, it is for information and communication. No? Same thing you must
Yeah, which one first?
equal. Don't say
How is it equal?
because
How would I be
the
exposed?
moment you get this phone,
Yeah, so okay, see now, the moment you get the phone is what? The phone first.
yes.
Yeah, not spiritual knowledge first.
Hey, your phone. There's also spiritual thing in the phone. All the teachings. There's also all the other things in the phone. The good and the bad. Right?
Yeah, okay.
Violence,
Pause here. So you're saying, you get the phone first.
Yeah.
So
Wait, you are
desire
thinking
for
the phone is for one thing. I'm telling you, get the phone first means get both. Spiritual knowledge is there.
How?
Yeah, what? Spiritual knowledge is there, other things also there. How can you say first phone?
Because I don't have spiritual knowledge before I get the phone. So I crave and desire the
Same
phone.
thing. Whatever other information also you didn't have. Only when you got the phone, you got it. Same thing lah.
Yeah, which means I don't have spiritual knowledge yet because of the information that is in the phone.
Yes.
I don't have it yet. So I crave, desire the phone first.
That is nothing wrong. It is not a bad desire.
How can you say now it is
No, it's an instrument of knowledge.
So wait, now there's a difference.
It's an instrument of information. I want it. But I also can get the bad things. I want it because I want to learn.
So now you're saying there's good desire and bad desire.
Not like that. There is good and bad information. That is what you must remember. What is bad information? Things to spoil you. What is good information? Things will protect you, keep you well.
I'm just looking at like when Buddha is talking about cravings and desires that causes suffering.
Yes. The phone won't cause you suffering if you are well guided in that. You know how to use it properly. It's not a desire like craving for possessions, no. Crying for possession endless. Crying for possession like crying for money non-stop. You can't compare that with the phone.
See, that's what it is, cha.
Yes, the phone is not like that.
So the idea of, see, we get used to the phone, and then we want new phones.
That after some time is upgraded and all that. That is not craving. But greed for money daily. Non-stop greed. This one is a new phone come, it's like new computer when you started out. Oh, upgraded, okay. But it's the same thing. Information, communication, storage of data.
I think because now we're only stuck at the second truth here. We have to kind of go to the third and fourth, which is like, not hurting other people.
Yeah.
And then overcoming
Now
it.
you are coming to the point.
No, that's why, we get
Because
stuck
the
at
phone
the
won't
craving.
help you.
only.
Phone helps. Think of that.
What is the fourth truth again, Cha? What is the fourth truth again? One is know the truth. Second is craving. This what causes suffering. One is life is suffering.
Yeah.
First one, life is suffering.
And it says the cause of suffering.
The cause suffering is craving and desire.
Craving.
And then how to overcome the suffering, is it? Huh? What
How
is
to
the third
overcome
one?
it? Yeah. That's right. How to overcome it and then follow the noble. That's the fourth.
The fourth one is what?
Follow the Eightfold Path.
Oh.
You understand? I'll tell you again.
Yeah, tell me the fourth truth again, because I think we get stuck at the second one, Cha. No, we
I'll
just
tell you exactly.
we just stuck at the cravings and the desires,
Maybe.
but then we don't go to the third one, and then that's why we don't know how to overcome it.
Okay.
It's always a constant motion, Cha. That's the thing.
Yes.
I think most of the conversation, right, we get stuck at one point.
Mm.
And that's why we always go back and forth, because there's no motion.
Oh no, but what? See, life full of suffering
Okay.
caused by greed.
Greed, not craving and desires.
Greed and desire for power. Craving also.
Right.
Pleasure, power and possession.
That's what the third one.
Third one is suffering and sorrow will end when people reach nirvana. You have to realize that.
Right, see, that's...
How do you reach nirvana?
That's what you are talking about.
Yeah.
When you get the phone, which is, you can say greed.
Yes.
Because it is emotion. So you
Right.
can say greed.
Mm.
The fruit, you see the fruit in the tree.
Mm.
Then you take, you taste, and
Yeah.
then you like, so beautiful, I want another one. But then how to overcome the I want another one? Which is the third one.
Yes. That's the third one.
And then the fourth one?
The middle way, eightfold path.
Right. That is
One
the
by one.
final one.
Right.
What is the third one again, Icha? What is the third one again?
Suffering and sorrow will end when people reach nirvana.
Right.
You realize it first.
The
Then how to reach nirvana? Eightfold path.
right.
Well
Know
connected.
truth, be
Yeah.
good to people, meditation.
Right. So eightfold path, I told you just now, all the eight.
Right. Now it makes more sense.
Respect life, the last one.
Now it makes more sense.
Yes.
So see, the truth is, we are greedy as human beings. Because you have to go back to the first one, which is life is suffering.
Yes, correct. So you move slowly. I think Buddha did a great job.
So I'm stuck at the second one. But you are mentioning already the third one, which is how to overcome it by reaching spirituality, like you said. So now I greed for the phone.
Yes.
Okay? I get the phone.
Yes.
I'm so into it. Now a new phone comes out, I feel I want this. Right? But then I have to overcome this. When in the phone is all the spiritual new knowledge, all of that meditation, all of that dwelling in that I don't need this. Because I've reached like
Still,
like an understanding.
knowledge is added. The phone keeps that new knowledge. No, for me, a new phone comes and you want it. That I don't consider as greed and crave. I just want a better phone, that's all. A phone which has more power and can store more information and knowledge and do better things. Like the 5G. How can you understand the first G? You have to go to the second G, second generation, third generation, fourth generation. Just like life going up, phone also going. You just follow it. Don't get greed and all that.
Okay, let's talk about greed here. How do you differentiate greed? Like, yeah, how do you differentiate? How do you know
You're not greedy or you're greedy?
you're like this meal you're having right now is too much and greedy, or just nice? Yeah, how do you know whether you're greedy or not?
Very simple. No. You ask for what you don't need.
Oh. Oh my God, that is so cool.
Yeah.
You want what you don't need.
Need. Okay, give an example.
How
Rice.
do we know what
Okay.
we don't need?
There's rice here. You need only this plate of rice. But you don't need that. But you still want it. That's greed. That is why the Tamil.
So a human being can tell every single time what you need. You can tell every single time what you need and what you don't need. Every
Yes,
single time.
yes.
But don't we fall short sometimes? because
That
we're
is
not
why,
perfect.
see, in the Tamil song they said, அளவுக்கு மீதி பணம் வைத்திருப்பவன் அவனும் திருடனும் ஒன்றாகும்.
Means?
A fellow who is so greedy and he wants more money than what he needs for a normal life is equivalent to a thief.
But as a human being, we're not perfect. So how can we know? Can we fall short on like what we don't need?
Correct, I agree with you. That's why we still have greedy fellows. Look at fellas greeding for money. What for they want? What value is it going to do to them? You answer me.
If I have 10 ringgit in my bank, right? Wait.
Right. Tell.
And I only need 10 ringgit a day. I have 10 ringgit a day every day. And then with opportunity, I make a little bit extra. So now I have 20 ringgit in my bank. Okay? But people can say I might need this extra 10 ringgit for the future.
Yes, when there's a special need.
So how
That
do
one
we
is
know?
not greed.
How is it not
See,
greed?
when you're sick, you need some money to pay the bill. That is not greed.
But how we know, how much money we're going to spend when we are sick?
Roughly, you should know you need maybe very bad sick.
How we know?
Very bad sick, 20,000, 30,000. Or you cover yourself with insurance. That money you have. You're okay. Nobody is going to question you. And there is some unforeseen things can happen.
How we know? What if accident you need like 500,000 for like a, I don't know, like a surgical steel or something like that.
Try you go take insurance. How much you pay for insurance?
Insurance is not a solution for like, okay, now you're talking about,
Hey, if you accident and then go to hospital, insurance pay.
yeah, but what if it's not insurance? What if it's some other things?
Not insured, yes.
Yeah, what if it's some other things? What if it's not only like medical things? What if it's other things?
That is why people say keep some saving. That is not
Yeah, but
greed.
How much people, look at our ex-prime ministers, we have billions in the bank.
Definitely you don't need so much. You may need maybe more, a couple of 100,000. That's all, keep it. After that you enjoy your life and share your wealth with people. Now there's like billions all day. For what?
Exactly.
Yeah, doesn't make sense. When you think, oh, I'm a billionaire, I say, what nonsense is that? For what? For sure. Maybe for sure I got billion. But what's the use?
What if they need it to like help the world?
Helping the world different. That you earn to help.
Well, that's what people say now. They can like, because it's like there's a science to this greed now, and people have kind of formulated it to use it for their advantage.
That is not.
I tell you, I need 1 billion in my account because I want to help the people in the future. How? Is that greed?
In the future, you don't know when. You better help. You work out and keep what you need and save what you have. After extra, you go and help people. That reserve you don't touch. Over and above that, you go and help people.
I think there's a really fine line between what you need and what you don't need.
Not much. Even the worst cancer, we know roughly how much you need. That amount keep. Other than that, all.
Really?
See, like me now, I'm 71. I'll die any time.
I don't think
How much I need? I keep. My calculation shows, at the present like this, I was admitted to hospital for 1 to 2 months and all that. Not much money. Little bit only paid. So maybe you need about 100, 200,000 your reserve. After that,
So that's like a rough estimate.
Nobody knows exactly.
When we say rough estimate, the fine line is very blurred.
Never mind. But don't go into billions and Doesn't make sense. You cannot say, I need 2 million.
I mean, if you're a prime minister of a country, you can use that and say like, I need a lot of money to like run the country, help people, whatever.
Prime Minister heads the government, and the government's money he uses. He has got a pay which is good enough for him.
Who decides the amount of the pay?
Hey, Prime Minister will get about 70,000.
Who decides that?
The government, the parliament system says it. This is the price. Like Singapore, they have more.
Yeah, still it's kind of flawed lah.
Enough lah. What you want to know?
Do you think in Malaysia people are getting more than what they need? Like a general.
No. A lot of people are controlled, but people, there are some people with a lot of money, they buy so many cars, so many houses. This one all doesn't make much sense. Like one house, one car, money for holidays, some money for health and rainy days. Enough. How much money you need?